Hi there. Good morning. Coach Mel here. So we have a totally Tabata workout today. So let me kind of tell you a little bit about it before we get started while we're waiting for people to jump on. We are going to do this in one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. Why did I think? Well, kind of 5 rounds. Lower, upper, combo, core. Oh, I know what's missing. I changed this when I was at the studio to include cardio, and I don't have cardio on my list today. So it's going to be a little bit shorter because there isn't a cardio section. So we only have 4 rounds. I lied on my description and said there's going to be 5. So we have 4 rounds. We have lower body, upper body, combo, and core. There's no cardio in there. So that's going to mess with my timer a little bit. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Not worried about it. We'll just take a little pause during one of our breaks so that I can go to the finale. Oh, yeah, because then there's the finale, which is when we go through every single move one time. So there's only going to be 8 moves. I have 10 listed because I didn't realize that this was one of the older workouts when I did not have that extra section in there. So this is probably going to be, I'm going to guess, 25 to 30 minutes from start to end. What you need today, light weights. If you're going to use weights, you don't need weights in all of the rounds. This is about moving quickly for 20 seconds and then a 10-second rest. Moving quickly for 20 seconds, 10 seconds rest. We're going to do that 4 times in each round. So there's 2 moves. We'll go back and forth between the 2 moves 4 times in the round. Then we'll take a minute break. Then we'll go to the next round. Same thing. 2 new moves, back and forth 4 times. Take a minute break, next round. Once we get through all of that, like I said, we do what I call the finale, which means you go through each move one time all the way through. It'll be 8 moves that we'll do at the end there. Like always, we do a little warm up, which is dynamic, so moving, and then at the end, we will do our stretching. Some of the moves, I will use just one weight. Again, keep it on the lighter side. Like we're going to do some overhead. We don't need anything heavy for that. We're just moving quickly today. So lighter weights are better. Have some water nearby. Make sure your space is free of anything in the way that could be a tripping hazard. And if you want music, I will not be playing music. If you want music, get that playlist out and be ready to push play in just a little bit. We got about 2 minutes before we're going to start. I already have my timer down on the floor because there is some floor work in this workout. However, like always, I'm going to show you an alternative where you can do those 2 moves standing. What else? So this will remain on my YouTube channel after this live. So if you're not able to catch it live and you're here on the replay, thank you for joining me. If you're the people that keep coming back and back, good to see you again. Glad to have you here. Every week is a different workout. Every week, different workout. So just be ready for anything. And if you're not ready to do it live with me, just sit back and watch. And then when you're ready to do it, come back to the channel and do it anytime you want to, because they're going to live here on this channel so that you can do them whenever you want to do them. All right. Looks like we got 1 more minute before we start. We have some people jumping on live, so thank you for joining me live. But again, they will be here afterwards. I'm going to start by going through all the moves after we do our warm-up just to let you see them. And then we'll only do 2 at a time. And of course, I'm going to remind you of what those moves are before we do them. So don't feel that you have to remember them or jot them down or anything like that, because I'm always here to show you. This is timed. Don't feel that you need to keep up with me. You go at your pace. I usually do a 3, 2, 1 countdown. And then I let you know when we stop. Sometimes I count down, sometimes I don't. I find sometimes that when I do the countdown, the 3, 2, 1 at the end, people are stopping at 3. Well, you still got 2 more seconds to go. So no stopping early. So if I ever noticed that in the studio, I would stop doing the count because I wanted people to keep going. But anyway, all right. So it looks like it is 9 a.m. for me here, and we are going to get ourselves going, starting with our warm-up. Like I said, a couple of light weights are perfect for this workout. Make sure you have some water nearby. Go ahead and press that play button on your playlist if you want some music on. I'm going to do a quick chapstick, quick sip, and then we're gonna get started with our warm-up. All right, let's start with that march. So this is gonna end up being a little bit quicker workout than I had planned because I forgot that this is an older workout. So I did this back in March 11th of 2021 at my fitness studio. And I had changed it after that to make it a little longer. Let's go out wide. So we do want to get our heart rate up today. That is part of Tabata, is going hard for a short amount of time and then a small rest. It's about the timing. 20 minutes of work, 10 minutes of rest. All right, let's bring it in for 4. In, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Pump the arms, lift the knees. Getting the body warmed up. In, 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3. I might put that camera down just a little bit so you can see my feet better. You'll just lose my hands when I go overhead. All right, let's go to singles. In, out, out. That's it. Let's kick that heel. Heel down, toe up right there. You keep doing that. I'm just going to push this down a tiny little bit so you can get my feet a little better. Whew, just about cutting my head off there. That's okay. Let's kick it back, back, and back. That's it. So there is one move in the lower body section that there's some jumping. Let's go out to the side. So I will show you the non-impact way as well. You choose what works best for you. Excellent. All right, let's open up nice and wide. Now hinge forward, flat back, straight legs, and then bring it in. Out wide, and bring it in. Out wide. Good. Up and out with the arms as we hinge forward, bring it down as we come back. Excellent. I want to stretch the back of the legs a little here. Out. Good. Let's get some rotation. Opposite knee. Rotate through the spine. That's it. We'll have some rotating moves in the core section. Excellent. Let's reach out. Rotate on that back toe. Reach and reach. Reach and reach. That's it. All right, let's do a hip roll. So bring that leg up and out and down. Hold on to something if you need to for balance. Up and out and down. Up and out and down. Good. One more each side. We're going to do a little straight leg kick in front. You'll see why later. So you try to do moves in the warm-up that will replicate what you'll be doing later on to get those muscles, joints warmed up. And now let's do a nice big reach straight up, straight up. That's it. Good. And let's squeeze between the shoulder blades, squeeze the chest. Open and close. Open and close. All right, you can grab a sip, but I want you to watch. I'm just going to tilt this back up just a little bit more. I feel like it's probably not going to stay. Okay, so 2 moves in each round, 4 rounds. So the first one, I'm going to use one weight. So I'm pretending I have a weight here. We're going to come out nice and wide in our stance, but toes facing forward. When I say go, you're going to sink down into a squat and you're going to stay down, forward and back, forward and back. So when I take that step forward, let me back up so you can see. When I take that step forward, I'm putting the weight into the heel. My toes not even really touching the ground, but you're going to stay there for the whole 20 seconds. Stay nice and low in your stance. Still messing with the camera here. All right. Second move in that round, this is the one that has the jump in it, but I'm going to show you an alternative. So it's a plyo lunge. No weights on this one. Don't need it. You're switching. Sink into that lunge, and then a quick hop up. Now, if you want to take out the impact, you're going to step back, come forward, step back, come forward. I like to do a little knee raise, back and forward, back and forward. All right, you can do it as a little hop, but again, if you're trying to take out any impact, then you're just going to do it as a step. So that's going to be lower body. Upper body, we're going to do a reciprocating overhead press, which will be right here. Again, if you're using weights, light weights. This is about moving fast. And then we're going to go to a reciprocating upright row, right? So shoulders, and really feel it in your back on this one coming up. All right, combo. So it means we're going to combine a lower and an upper. We're going to do a squat, tricep, kickback, curl. I'm going to show you from the side so you can see what's going to happen. Again, light weights. As we squat, we're going to push those hands back. As we come up, we're going to curl all the way to the shoulders. So it's going to be back and up, back and up. But really focusing on pushing those hips back. Your body's going to naturally come forward a little bit, but I don't want you doing this, okay? Sink down into it as you straighten those arms, squeezing the tricep, come up, opposite side, squeeze the bicep. Second one, this can be a little bit tricky. I'm going to give you an alternative. Trying to figure out the best way to show you. I'm going to have to do it here. So we're going to do a lateral raise, just one weight here, again, light. And as we step back, we're going to go under the leg, come up and under, up and under. I'm going to show you from the side too, so you can see what so as we go up, we stay under. I just can't lift that arm because I'll hit the wall. If you cannot go under your leg, all right, you're going to still come out to the side. But as you come through, when you step back, you're just going to keep the hands out in front and switch the weight from one hand to the other hand, okay? Next two on the floor, and then I'll show you the alternatives. So twisted mountain climbers, you know how much I hate mountain climbers, but we're going to do them. And it's for core, not cardio, so we're just going to go opposite elbow, opposite knee, all right? And then our last one, we're going to do a straight leg sit up with a toe touch. So I got to push that back into the mat, roll yourself up, reach for a toe, roll back down. Up, reach for a toe, roll back down. Okay, so for those two, if you do not want to go down on the floor, you know the first one, because anytime we do mountain climbers, we do it. I really want you to focus on elbow to opposite knee. And then the second one, very similar to what we just did in warm-up, you're going to do a straight leg, right? I'm going to show you this way. My shoulders are coming forward a little bit. I'm really focusing on squeezing the abs as I lift that leg. All right, and then for the finale, we're going to go through all 8 moves all the way through. That's why I'm going to have to do a little adjustment with the timer, but that's okay. We'll deal with it. All right, I'm going to grab a quick drink. I'm going to hit the timer, which means we have 15 seconds before we start. I'm going to use one weight for that first move, no weights for the second move. We go back to back 4 times, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. All right, let's get ready. I'm going to take that one weight, and I'm going to hold it right here in front, feet out wide, toes facing forward. We're going to sink into a squat and stay in that squat in 2, 1. Here we go. Step on the heel and back, heel and back. We're moving quickly. We're staying low, step and step. I'm stepping on the heel. I'm transitioning my weight to that front foot and then coming right back to where I was. Feel a burn in the upper top of those legs, the quads, staying in that squat and rest. All right, plyo lunge or plyo step. Either jump it or step it. 2, 1, here we go. Sink down and switch it. So again, I'm coming down on the heel of the front foot, going right into that lunge, or it's here. It's a step. Bringing that knee forward, stepping down into it. 3, 2, and 1. Resting. All right, we got to take that weight up. We're going right back to that first move. Not a lot of rest here. Toes facing forward. Here we go. Forward, back, forward, back. I'm trying to keep my chest up as tall as I can. I'll show you from here. Forward, back. Keep yourself low. Woo! Quads are feeling it. 3, 2, 1. And resting. All right. Plyo lunges. Woo! I'm going to have to shut up for a minute. Catch my breath. Here we go. Jump it or step it. Oh my gosh, the legs are burning. This is only round 2. Should say set 2. 2, 1, and resting. Woo! All right, pick up that right. No rest for the weary. 2, 1, here we go. Forward and back. Forward and back. Stay down in your squat. Knees are bent. When you step forward, you're stepping on the heel. Forward and back. Forward and back. Woo, I'm looking forward to that 1 minute rest. 2, 1. All right. Plyo lunges. This is third set. Get yourself set up. 2, 1. Here we go. Either jump it or step it. That's it. A few more seconds. 2, 1. Resting. All right. Last time for each one. Till the finale. Toes facing forward. Sink down into it. Here we go. Forward and back. Forward and back. Good. Catch your breath here. 2, 1, and resting. All right. Lunges or step. Last time. Get yourself set up. 2, 1. Here we go. Woo. I got things swollen. Five more seconds. 2, 1. Resting. All right. We have a nice 1 minute rest, but I want you to keep your feet moving a little bit here, especially if you did those plyo lunges, because heart rate is up here, and we don't want it to come crashing too quickly. All right, next 2 moves, reciprocating overhead, and then reciprocating upright. On the upright, don't do the shoulder like this. It's about that elbow, up and out, elbow leads it. All right, 30 seconds rest. Light weights here, folks. We do not need heavy weights. We're moving as quickly as we can for 20 seconds. That's a lot of reps. You might not think it because it's only 20 seconds, but trust me, you're gonna get plenty of reps in because you're gonna move quickly. All right, we start in 10 seconds. I'm gonna be here at 90 degrees, pressing straight up, reciprocating one side and then the other. 2, 1, here we go. So while I'm here, knees are slightly bent, belly button pulled in, keeping those abs nice and tight, nice flat back. We got 3, 2, 1, and resting. I'm going to use the same weights. Even though I'm going to the back, which bigger muscles, still we're moving quickly. Reciprocating, lead with the elbow, but keep those shoulders down. Here we go. One's going up while one's going down. They're both moving, just going in opposite directions. Really think about your back on this one, not your shoulders. Think about your back. All right, and rest. Back to those overhead presses. Woo! In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up and down, up and down. Oh. So try not to let your body sway too much. Keep those abs tight, slight bend in the knees. Three, 2, 1, and resting. All right, palms start right at your thighs, facing you. Again, slight bend in the knees, elbows lead, keep those shoulders down. Here we go. Think about the back, right? So your shoulder blade, that chicken wing back there, pulling it down, squeezing, up and down, up and down. Woo! 2, 1, and resting. So yeah, we're using those shoulders too, and it's 2 shoulders back to back. All I'm gonna say is suck it up, buttercup. All right, 2 more times. 2, 1, here we go. 1 up, 1 down, 1 up, 1 down. That's it. Keeping those abs nice and tight. Body is still, shoulders doing the work. 3, 2, 1. How do you know if you have the right weights? Those last couple should be hard. Yep, they are. 3, 2, 1. Reciprocating, 1 up, 1 down. That's it. Keep it going. Woo! That's it. Think about your back on this one. Using your back to pull up. 2, 1. All right. That was 3. 1 more time for this one until the finale, because we will do it 1 more time in the finale. All right. Pressing up on one side, down the other. Here we go. Try to keep a consistent speed. I know as we get towards the end of that 20 seconds, it gets hard. Woo! Oh. 3, 2, last one. Oh. Holy moly. All right. Upright rows are next. 3, 2, 1. 1 going up, 1 going down. That's it. We got 10 more seconds here. Last time here, we'll get a break. I'll show you what we're doing next. I already know I'm changing my weights for the next one, and rest. All right. Woo! So we're gonna do the squat, kickback, bicep curl combo. So as we come into that squat, we're gonna push those arms back straight. As we come up, we're gonna rotate those palms and come all the way up to the shoulder. So as I go back, my palms are rotating to up. As I come in, I'm rotating palms to my shoulders. Squat, tricep, kickback, bicep curl. This is the combo round. We're doing upper and lower at the same time. Next one, we're gonna take that one weight. We're gonna go under the front leg, reach it out to a lateral, under the front leg, switch it. You do not have to use weights for that. If you wanna do it without the weights, that's fine. Just lifting those arms laterally in between. All right, pick your weights. I'm going down. We're gonna start in 8 seconds. Squat, kick back, bicep curl. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna start here just because it makes sense. Here we go. Kick back into a curl. Back into a curl. Coming up through the heels, squeezing the glutes, squeezing the triceps there, biceps here. Triceps, biceps. Down and up, down and up. 2, 1, and resting. All right, reverse lunge, lateral raise under the leg. I'm gonna kick it out first. As I step back, go under. Here we go. Down and up, down and up. Good. Make sure those feet are out of the way as you're passing that weight so that if it drops, you're not hitting a toe. 3, 2, and 1. Resting. Wow, back to squat, tricep, bicep. Whew. All right. I'm going to start up here so I can swing those arms down into the tricep. Here we go. Tricep, bicep, tricep, bicep. I'm rotating, palms up, palms to the shoulders. Palms up, pushing through the heels, squeezing all the way up to the glutes on those squats. 2, 1, resting. All right, one weight. I'm going to start on this side this time. 3, 2, 1. Kick it out. Go under the leg. Out and under. Out and under. That's it. Keep it going. Again, if you can't go under the knee, that's fine. Just switch it out in front and rest. But do it away from your body, not right over your toes. All right. 2 down, 2 to go. Squat, tricep, bicep, 2, 1. Here we go. Push it back, bring it in. Push it back, bring it in. That's it. 3, 2, 1. Finish it. Nice. All right. Woo! Pass it under with that reverse lunge. Start with the race. Here we go. Under. That's it. Bringing it all the way up to shoulder height. Passing it under the leg. Excellent. Keep it going. And rest. All right. One more time for each. Till the finale. Start at that curl. 2, 1. Here we go. Kick it back. Bring it in. Kick it back. Bring it in. Sink down into those heels. Pull it up. Triceps, biceps. Push the heels. Squeeze the glutes. 2, 1. And resting. All right. Last time. Reverse lunge under leg. 2, 1. Here we go. Out and under. Out and under. Excellent. We got 4 more seconds here. 2, 1. And resting. All right. So make sure that the weights that you're using for everything is nearby. But now we're going into those core moves. So I'm going to go down on the floor and get my mat, get a drink. I'm going to show you standing first. Remember, cross mountain climber is here. All right, really squeezing the abs and bringing that shoulder towards the knee. Second one is going to be your straight leg lift. Again, shoulder to opposite toe, reaching the best you can. Woo. Lift to wherever you can. Down on the floor, cross mountain climbers. Those shoulders are getting a beating today. And then we're going to roll over, do those sit-up toe touches. All right, cross mountain climbers. Hands go underneath the shoulders. Nice flat back. We start in 5 seconds. Knee to opposite elbow. 2, 1. It's not about speed here. It's about getting a good rotation, pulling the belly button in, keeping your back nice and flat. I don't want to see you up here. No, no, no. That's down dog. We're doing plank with a cross knee tap or cross mountain climber. 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're going to flip over, or you're going to do those straight legs. So here, push that back into the ground. 2, 1. Reach up for the opposite toe. Roll back down. When you roll down, your low back touches the mat first. Up, reach, and roll down. Up, reach, and roll down. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Flip it over or get ready for your standing mountain climbers. 2, 1. Here we go. Cross and cross. It's not about speed here. It's about keeping the core nice and tight. cross, and cross, cross, and cross. Woo. All right, we got 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I tell you, those always get me. All right, laying down, coming up to the opposite toe in 2, 1, roll up, reach, and down. Roll up, reach, and down. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Flipping it over. All right, 2 down, 2 to go. Get yourself set up. Either standing or down here in plank with me. 2, 1. Here we go. Cross and cross. Notice I'm looking straight down. I don't need to look at my feet. I get my neck all in a weird position. 2, 1. Resting. Flip it over. 3, 2, and 1. Roll up and reach. Roll down. Up and reach and roll down. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, and 1. All right. One more time until the finale, which the finale is next. After a 1-minute break. 2, 1. Here we go. Cross and cross. Cross and cross. Woo! Struggle bus. 2, 1, and resting. All right. Flipping it over. 3, 2, 1. Roll up, reach, and roll down. Roll up, reach, and roll down. And rest. All right. I'm going to move my mat out of the way. I'm going to have to get our timer reset here in a second because we're going to go into the finale. So every move straight through. Oh, actually, I could leave it. It's going to be okay. All right. So quick refresher, wide squat, step forward, step forward. Second one is that plyo lunge or stepping lunge. Next one is our overhead and then our upright. We go into our combo, squat, kick back, bicep curl, and then we have the through the leg. We finish with those 2 core moves, either standing mountain climber and standing or down on the floor. All right, we're starting in 10 seconds. I'm gonna grab a quick sip. All right, in 3, 2, 1, stay low, forward, back. This is it. This is our last time through. It's one of each move, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. You have to switch quickly to grab those weights. So make sure they're ready. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna get that weight out of the way because I don't need it anymore. Plyo lunges, make sure nothing's in your way. Jump it or step it. 2, 1, here we go. Good. Keep it going. Okay. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Overhead. I'm sticking with the lighter weights. Reciprocating one up, one down. Here we go. Up and down, up and down. Slight bend in the knees. Nice flat back, belly button pulled in. Don't lock the elbow at the top. Slight bend. We got 3, 2, and 1. Reciprocating upright rows. Remember, the elbow leads it. Keep those shoulders down. 3, 2, and 1. 1 up, 1 down. That's it. Halfway. 3, 2, and 1. All right. Curl the kickback with the squat. Going into the combo round. You're going to start, hands up at the shoulders. 2, 1. Squat and kick back. Stand and curl. Back and up. Back and up. Really pushing those hips back. Sinking into it. Back and up. Back and up. 3, 2, 1. And resting. All right. Under the leg. Lateral raise with a reverse lunge. Here we go. Out and under. Out and under. That's it. 3, 2, and 1. All right. I'm going to stay standing. You're going to be down on the floor for these mountain climbers or standing. I'm going to do the 2 standing for these. 2, 1. Here we go. Cross, cross. Rotating. Elbow to opposite knee. Or you're down on the floor in that good plank position. 3, 2, 1. All right. Straight leg kicks, or you're down in that sit up to a straight leg toe touch. Woo, I'm going to stay here with you. Standing, here we go. Up we go. Good. 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and resting. All right, I want you to move a little bit so that finishes the workout part. We do still have to do our stretching. Woo, but let's walk around for a little bit. Let that heart rate come down some. Woo-wee. All right. Couple nice deep breaths. Grab a quick drink if you want it, and we're going to start our stretching in just another minute. All right, we're going to start with that split stance. Pick up the back heel, bending that back knee, and really rolling your hips forward. Hang out there for a moment. Push the heel to the floor, hinge forward for the calf stretch. And then straighten your front leg, lifting the toe, heel down, reach for the toes. Stretching the back, the hamstring, back of the leg. Oh, that feels so good. All right, other side, same thing. Start by lifting that heel, roll the hips under the shoulder. Hold that there. Push your heel to the floor. Hinge yourself forward, stretching your calf. Oh. And now rock back on the front heel. Hinge forward, stretching the back of that leg, the hamstring. I'm going to come up for the quad stretch. Boy, did I feel those quads in that first move, that squat with that step forward and back, and then right into those plyo lunges. Woohoo! Now remember, if you can't reach your toe, press against the wall, put it on a chair. You want to feel it up here. Let's go to the other side. Feet out wide, toes facing forward. Come over to the side. I want you to hinge your chest forward, get that inner thigh stretch. And come to the other side. Oh, goodness. Reach out in front, flat back, straight legs, and then just let your arms hang down, ragdoll. Rotate your toes out, hands above your knees, shoulder forward. Other side. And then roll yourself up. Head is the last to come up. Step your feet in. Open up nice and wide. Reaching behind, push out, back, and down. Really roll those shoulder blades to the center. Bring the hands out in front, head down. Squeeze the hands, pull apart at the upper back. Bring one arm across your chest. Pull it in, sink it down. Come across on the other side, pull it in, sink it down. Let's get those triceps, so reach straight up, bend, give a little tug back on the elbow. And switch that to the other side. And let's big exhale as we bring it down. Thank you so much for joining me for that Totally Tabata workout. So short amount of time, lots of reps, really got that heart rate up. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember, you can come back and do this whenever you'd like. This will stay here on my YouTube channel. I thank you so much for joining me. I hope you come back again and again and again. I'm here to help you be healthy before you need to be healthy. I'll see you again real soon.